My name is Odehyeba. I am a lover of planet Earth, our universe, the Milky Way galaxy and the Omniverse. Today, I want us to learn about existence and creation. I love the reality of life and therefore want us to know the reality of existence and creation like my Father. The magic is in my pen, guided by the Son of Righteousness, who is L19. Behold, peace and love from our Sustainer, the Great Father, and the Great Son, our guide. The very word existence is from the word exist, which means to be. From to be we get the word being, which means an entity or existing. Anything that has a beginning has an end. Existence has no beginning, therefore has no end. In the beginning was existence. That which was in existence existed without the cause of anything. In nothingness was the existence. What therefore existed in the beginning? What was existence made of? In nothingness. Well, existences. The existence of the 9 ether gases in a form of triple dot darkness. Existence was total darkness. In nothingness, in the triple dot darkness, existed the energy or ether of all existing gases. All existing gases together are the 9 ether gases. The 9 ether gases are in their Etherean state of pureness. They are not 9. 9 is the highest number, and from 9 the rest of the numbers are repetition. For example, 10 is 1, 11 is 2, 13 is 4, 23 is 5, 62 is 8. 1. Therefore, when we want to count all the existing gases, we would only get the infinity of 9. The highest number is therefore 9 raised to the power 9 of 9 infinity. 999 quadrillion 999 trillion 999 billion 999 million 999,900. Any number plus 9 is the number itself. For example, on a plus n equals 10 equals n, I 9 equalstent, 5 plus n equalistals 5. When these infinite gases begin to mix and form composition, with time this leads to expansion, which causes electrical storms leading to explosion. When the explosion occurs, it leads to the formation of planets, stars, suns, universes, and galaxies. A universe is a point in space where planets orbit the sun or suns. A point in space where 2 or more universes are formed is a galaxy. A planet is a space obey that orbits a sun. Moon is any space object that orbits a planet. Suns have a lifespan. They're born, die, and reborn. In their death, they form a black hole where all the planets that orbit them are trapped. The hole, and due to an electrical storm, explosion occurs to create new suns and new stars and moons. Existences, therefore, a continuous process. The universe continues to expand. In the triple darkness of the dot, the 9 ether gases exist in quarks, bias or Z. It is said that the smallest particle is an atom, but atom can be broken down into much smaller particles, from quarks to biaps to Z to infinity. Some of the 9 ether gases known by Earth scientists are hydrogen E1, helium E2, radon E26, xenon E54, krypton E36, argon E18, neon E10, oxygen E2, oganesson E118. Our scientists accepted that the universe, multiverse, and omniverse grew out of an explosion of a Big Bang. However, before the Big Bang, in the nothingness of the triple black dot existed the 9 ether gases. The combination of all forms of light spectrum or colors produces darkness. No. If what was only in existence is total darkness, and in the darkness existed the 9 ether gases, then who is the creator? Now, let's clear the misconception on existence and creation. How creation has been understood is the problem. Creation does not mean bringing something into existence. Existence is existence. You can't create existence because anything created has a beginning and an end. Existence has no beginning and, therefore, has no creator. Creation means bringing something out of existence. So, all creators use something which already existed to create something. The Anunnaki used Homo erectus, which came by through evolution, and upgraded them into Homo sapiens. However, the Anunnaki in the 5th dimension have infinite technology or are simply beyond Earth science. They are the greatest scientists and the guardians of the universe. They can create suns, planets, and moons, and move planets. They can upgrade existing beings to higher intellectual beings. They can create android robots and give them consciousness to live like biological beings. Our universe was created 93 billion years ago when the huge planet exploded to form the Sun in our solar system and Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Tiwawat, Venus, and Saturn. The Moon was part of planet Tiwawat. The planet Earth is 93 billion years old. It has gone through 3 changes, from its original name Tiwawat to Tiamat to Earth. It has gone through 3 replenishments. The third and last one is what is famously known as the creation story in the Bible. The mistranslation of the Torah into the English language changes the actual meaning of the creation story. The Hebrew word for creation is kalaka. The Hebrew word for reconstruction is bara. The Hebrew creation story used the word bara, not kalaka. This means the story of creation is the story of reconstruction or replenishment of planet Earth. The creation story of the Bible is therefore not the beginning. This happened 24 billion years ago. After a third meteorite shower, the land was covered with water and a dust cloud covered the sky to prevent the sun from penetrating, and the whole earth was in a chaotic state. Total darkness. It was so for 6,000 years until the guardians of the universe, the Anunnaki, came down from their home planet to reconstruct planet Earth.
In conclusion, in our studies today, we are to understand that at the point of existence, the 9 ether gases existed and were not created by any entity or being. This is the primary creation. Secondary creation is an evolutionary creation where suns, planets, moons, and comets are formed from explosions due to electrical storms emitting from the triple black dot. This is the Big Bang Theory. It goes from density to matter to atoms to cells to organisms to bodies. Tertiary creation is where the breath of life, the living soul, the existing conscious being incarnate into the bodies formed by evolution. In the case of humans, at the Homo erectus stage of evolution, the Anunnaki came in to upgrade the DNA to Homo erectus to make it possible for the Etherian beings, which are the souls or the purest form of the 9 ether gases, to incarnate into them and became the Homo sapient. In summary, the triple darkness of dot is existence, beginning. The triple darkness of dot existed first before light, energy, and matter, second before time, space, and place, and third before body, soul, and spirit. The 9 ether gases are the original creator who grew all the universes. 9 ether is conscious and conscience gases, not human beings or Anunnaki. The Melaninites, original woolly-haired, dark-skinned Nubians and Moors, came along with the original creation. Melanin grew with the original creation. The Melaninites manifest from point 1 in the hydrogen onto 9 elements, the 8th being oxygen for life. The dot is the origin of things, the first sun that ever existed. Glory and honor be unto our sustainer, Anu the Most High, who is the most glorified, and to our guide, the Son of Righteousness, Yananel 19. Peace and love. Always remember the time is squared and the circle is complete. Stay glued to this space for more. Odehyeba Nanayor. I am out.